Hello again, this is Mickey from Texas, and I am going to be talking about the Pentecostal movement. I have very short time, but I'm going to do my best to cover the main points. I will start by telling you how everything began, and the beginning of everything has its basis with a hunger by the people that were they wanted to experience something real, some presence and power given by the Holy Spirit, not just understanding and knowledge. They wanted some more presence by the Holy Spirit. And then when people would gather in to study the Bible, they would go through the book of Acts, and they would realize that the way in which the Holy Spirit worked during those times was very different. The Spirit was really there, and it was tangible. So the question was, why not here? Why not today? And as it happens, in Topeka, Kansas, in 1901, during a Bible study school session that was led by Charles Parham, a person named by the name Agnes Oham started to speak in tongues. And this was the beginning of the whole movement. Then later on, in Azusa Street in Los Angeles, in 1906, William Seymour led the revival, what we know as the revival. The revival is the Pentecostal movement that gathered people from all around the world, and where the Spirit manifested through healing, through speaking in tongues, through prayer. It was a very important event where the Holy Spirit becomes central again. Now, as far as growth, this movement started in the US, but very fast moved worldwide. Missionaries took the movement everywhere. There was no resources, no technology, but they were only able to work through testimonies and personal encounters. This is important because as missionaries work spreading this movement, different denominations see the power of this movement and actually accept the movement and confirm the power and confirm the validity and everything else. Even two popes from the Catholic Church. So this becomes eventually the largest movement in history, counting hundreds of millions of persons worldwide. Now I'm going to move really quick to how all this movement of this knowledge that we have been studying for 1 week has affected me. So first of all, I'm going to be very quick, but I have a small anecdote to tell you. When I recommitted my life to Christ, I was in a very my wife and I, we were in a very bad problem, and I felt in a very bad situation. So I asked for illumination, for power. And then I don't know exactly, I don't remember what happened, but I ended up watching a video of a service given by Joel Austin. And very long story very long story, but to make it short, my wife and I ended up going to Houston, and we attended a service with Joel, and it was amazing. It was impressive, and I felt the Spirit actually moving in me, and I saw how people were. I saw somebody just standing up and saying that he didn't have any more pain in his arm. So it was just quite an experience. So I didn't understand quite what was all of this, and the church was part of this movement. But now I see clearly what is going on. I see it also where I work in a sanctuary. The name of the sanctuary is Noah Sanctuary. I see my gifts actually blooming. I can see that I have, even though I have not spoken in tongues, I have a gift of healing. It is not immediate, but as I place my hands on people, they find peace, they find relief, they have they find like pain disappear. So I see that through the sanctuary where I work. I see chances for me to actually spread and share the gospel with visitors that come or guests that we have, and where I can also share the gospel. Another point I'm going to touch base on is should every Christian live this way? The answer is a total yes. Yes, why? Because the Holy Spirit is for all believers. All is not just limited to whoever is the preacher, whoever is more in tune with reading the Bible. It's for everybody. The other yes is because the early church gives an example on how the Holy Spirit is on fire and he can act if we believe and if we get into it. And we, as Dr. William in one of the lectures was saying, that he just focused and he went with a fast for so many days, and then all of a sudden it happened. He believed, strongly believed, he did what he was supposed to do, and the Spirit acted. So yes, because the gifts that are given by the Holy Spirit are to be shared, well, and so we can build the church together. And finally, yes, because it fulfills God's mission. Finally, I'm going to share one undeniable fact about the Pentecostal movement, is that we can see, and there's beyond a massive amount of proof and evidence that God is still changing lives today. And I have witnessed it firsthand. So with this, I went a little bit above the time limit, but I didn't see another way. Anyways, thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope you have liked what I said. May God bless you and keep you. I'll see you soon in class. I'm looking forward to seeing the other videos, your videos. Thank you very much.